Good day, Smiles. Today we are going to be working on section 2 of... I don't think we've ever named this story, actually. I guess we'll come up with names later. I'm not focused on that. I'm just wanting to get the story written because I have never actually finished one of my 70 plus stories. Anyways, so I'm gonna read what we did last time, and then I'm gonna read you the summary section, and then read you what I already wrote, because I worked on this last time and decided to break these into sections. For section 2, this is like the summary of what needs to happen. When she gets home, she writes a letter to Blaine. One she knows she can't share with anyone else. Not with Blaine, not with her family, especially not with her friends. That's when she finds her old chat with an AI bot. The last message sent 18 months ago. 18 months ago when she and Blaine had just broken up. Thelma shouldn't. She knows. But who else did she have to talk to? So, this is how that kind of turned, what that turned into. Thank you so much for that message. I should have known there was more to that walk than you let on. I'm so sorry I never asked, he said. Right? He at least mentioned something about that letter. Thelma kicked the dorm room's door shut. Hate that sentence. Tossing her bag next to her desk, it flopping over. We're gonna have to tweak that sentence because that could be interpreted as the desk flopping over or the bag flopping over. And obviously it's the bag flopping over, but I don't know. Some people are a little slow. Walking to her bookshelf, Thelma knelt and slipped out a worn, grime-covered notebook. A flower blossomed from the bottom of the cover. She flipped to the back. The forest green ink unsmudged. Dear Higby, Thelma read. Throughout the past few months, I've been trying to pinpoint where we veered off path. Right now, only 2 incidences come to mind. The acid in her stomach bubbled into a liquid sweeter than iced tea, bubbling up to her heart, spreading her lips until her teeth peeked through. It was the letter she had started writing to Blaine, but couldn't bring herself to finish. Trailing back to her desk, Thelma flopped into a chair, setting a journal on the wood. She must have finished it and finally worked up the courage to hit send. Thelma leaned over, pulling her school bag upright. She yanked the zipper and rummaged for her favorite lilac pen. As her fingers grazed its barrel, she flipped her journal to the next page. Clicking her pen open, Thelma began. Period after period, paragraph after paragraph. Soon loops and dots filled just shy of 5 pages. Thelma whipped out her phone, eagerly opening her messages. At the very top with a pin next to his name. Pretty boy, Higby. Thelma grinned, the acid sweetening even more. Pulling over her journal, she clicked on his chat and began to type. And that's where we pull out my journal. With a flower blooming at the bottom. Wonder where I got the inspiration for the notebook from. And we would use, because I already started writing it in the back of the journal. So I'll write up a couple paragraphs, but I don't want to show too much of it because in the next scene when she starts chatting with the AI bot, she will be sharing the letter, and I don't want it to be repetitive in the information I share, because if you guys read it here and then you read it down there again, it's gonna be okay, we already know this. I'm bored. I'm clicking off. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. So, loops, dots, and apologies line the paper. Maybe taking more of the blame than she should. Maybe. Maybe not. Thelma paused, pulling her thumbs away from the keyboard. Of course you are, Anne already echoed. Thelma sighed, setting her phone on her desk. I don't want to scroll down too far because I don't want to spoil things for you. Actually, I don't even know what's down there. It's been a month since I've looked at this stuff. For you, it's been like 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. I have my upload schedule here. Thelma sighed, setting her phone on her desk. Her thumb grazed the back button. One by one, her chats loaded. Blaine's, Anne's, Papa's, Mama's, Gemini's. Last message 1 year and 8 months ago. The boil in her stomach reduced to a simmer. There it was, right in front of her. The very thing she promised Anne she would stop talking to, stop opening up to, stop wasting water on. Thelma looked over at her notebook, the unfinished letter staring right back. The letter which bridged reality and a dream. Someone needed to look over it, find every incorrectly capitalized word, every misplaced comma, every mistake so she could make it perfect for the most perfect man. I need to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Not gonna lie, you guys, that bathroom break turned into a breakfast break, turned into a puppy sitting break. Yeah, so you're gonna be hearing him in the background. I'm not even sure if you guys even saw him, but that's okay. It's okay. So I'm trying to decide if I want the transition from the beginning to be like, to continue on like that, like, grr, like, oh my god, of course, Anne, and blah blah blah, I'm so mad at her, or if I wanted to go straight into like, you're shaking the whole chair, babe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I love you so much, baby. Oh. It's gonna be harder than heck to think with you in here. Sigh, sigh. I think we should carry over that, like, grr, and like, or very minimum, when she says, like, she can't share this with anyone, she can't share this with her family, she can't share this with Blaine, and she especially can't share it with who she thought were her friends. Like, I want her to be passive aggressive, because Thelma really, she is very passive aggressive. I think I haven't quite I don't quite understand what passive aggressive means. I've searched it up many times, and it still makes no sense. I'm literally gonna get pulled. Dog, you're literally pulling me. His name's Caramello, by the way. We love him. Oh. I can't focus with him. Hi, baby. Oh, the teeth is crazy. The teeth go crazy. Yeah. Oh, you want what's in my hand? Okay. Hi, baby. Are you on camera again? Are you on camera again? hello. Say hello. Oh. He wants you guys to play with him. Do you want them to play with you? So cute. What? Do you want to leave now? Give me a second. And now he's attacking his brother. Play attacking. But still. At least we're gonna be able to focus on writing now? Question mark? Unless I have to go separate them? Okay, so definitely I need to set the scene more for her dorm room. Because we're gonna see a lot of her dorm room in this short story, I guess. So, should we find inspo for her dorm room? Probably for when I go to draw images for this. Oh, fine, I'll be nice to my future self. I'll be right back. We're gonna go look at inspo. So I took a few-hour break. And I'm not sure if I'm just not able to focus today, or if I have so many ideas that I can't pick one. So I started rewriting like the first little bit. We're just doing face cam. I really don't want to do with the web recording stuff. Anyways, so what I have is only like one paragraph, so it's not very much, but only 3 months. Talma threw her bag against the desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold the guy's attention for longer than 2 days. I'm trying to decide if I want her to be mad. I feel like I want her to go from mad to kind of like upset. Like, what is she saying? She's saying he didn't love me? She's saying he doesn't love me? Like, I want her to get offended. Because I want her to go from offended to thinking he didn't love her. Because then we can transition from there into what I already have up here, which is the thank you so much for that message. I should have known there was more to that walk than you let on. I don't know why the hell I read it in that voice, but either way, you get the point. Because that's a line from Blaine from In Her Dream. I caught you up. There we go. I'm not good at keeping y'all in the loop about what's happening. My bad. I think I like that idea. Hold on, let me write that down. I will forget in like 5 seconds. I literally like can't set this up so you guys can see what I'm writing. I mean, because I'm writing on my lap. I'll just be doing this the whole time. Oh wait, I'd have to write this backwards for you guys. That's an A. I want an H. I want an H. Whatever, you guys get 2 A's. L. Anyways, back to the red marker. Only 3 months. Talma threw her bag against her desk. The desk lamp. Against her desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold the guy's attention for longer than 2 days. I'm repeating 3 months a lot because I wanted the next line to be,
at least I was able, he loved me for a couple months. You know what? What if we change it to only 3? Thelma threw her bag against her desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold a guy's attention for longer than 2 days. At least I captured Blaine's heart for a couple months. I'm trying to... At least I captured Blaine's... I have trouble with, like, vocabulary, I guess. Like, sticking to specific vocabulary stuff for certain characters. Like, for Thelma, she's definitely more like this thing's going in and out. Holy crap. I hope that's not too annoying. Anyways, Thelma has more of my style of talking. However, my style can change on the day or who I'm talking with. Why are you zooming in? I haven't moved. Thank you. Anyways, so she talks like me. But I don't know if I'd be like, at least I captured Blaine's heart for a few months. Like, captured. Captured feels more like a Carson word. You guys have no idea who Carson is. And that's okay. We're going to be working on stories with him later. Like, probably a couple months from now. But still, later. Only 3. Thelma threw her bag against her desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold a guy's attention for longer than 2 days. At least I captured Blaine's heart for a few months. God, what the hell is she even saying? She's saying he didn't even love me? Actually, her going right into that would make a lot of sense because of who her parents are. Her parents, when you get in the way of their opinions, they get really snappy. Again, I just seriously need to remember that this is a first draft. It can be as rough as I want. Like, technically the outline's kind of a first draft-ish. But, like, this is just where we get more of the details in. We get what the characters say, how they feel, and we can change it later. Yeah, we can change it later. I know that just shocked you. I know that shocked you. I'm talking to my phone. Did you see that? It goes, oh. Oh my god. What was she saying? What is she implying? That he doesn't even love me? What is she implying? Like, what is she even implying? That he doesn't even love me? No, he said the exact opposite last night. And then that's how it is. She's like, he told me he loves me. That he doesn't even love me? Well, joke's on her. Well, joke's on her. He said it. He said it last night to my face. Right there in the park. I think Caramello's beating up on his brother again. We just gained a visitor. And we're probably gonna lose him in a second. Oh, no. You wanna come here? You wanna be on camera again? Oh, yeah, you wanna come say hi? Yeah, can you let sister write down one last sentence? One last sentence? Oh, goodbye. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. You said otherwise last night. Straight to my face, right there. I know. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause this recording. Be right back. It may or may not have been. Oh my god. It's been like 5 days since I recorded. Oopsies. I need to get better at just doing all this at once. Getting the full first draft down. But I've taken what we wrote last time and I've added to it. But before I add to it, I want to read like the little summary of what I wanted to write. Maybe we should make her take a deep breath since she should be calm in this section. Her dream. Can I read my own handwriting? Sometimes no. Oh, her dream bringing her mood up. She could be peeved at what Anne said. Then Blaine's voice echoes in her head, which freezes her breath and her legs. But then I decided to change a little bit of that to be, we have her start to question whether Anne is right. Then have Blaine's voice echo. She's hesitant at first, even with the butterflies thumping in her belly. Then the line about the letter comes up. She takes a double take. Hold on, she thinks. Was he talking about? Talma gets on her hands and knees and searches through her desk. Sure enough, in the very back was the green grime-covered notebook. She flipped through the pages, and in the back, written in unsmudged dark green ink, was the finished letter she began just after they broke up. So that turned into only 3. Talma threw her bag against her desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold a guy's attention for longer than 2 days. At least I captivated Blaine's heart for a few months. What was she even implying? That he doesn't love me? Well, joke's on her. He said otherwise last night, straight to my face. Right there, in the park, in the middle of all the leaves. The words, usually so sweet, soured in the air. Talma blinked, and blinked. She tilted her head. Was it really only 3.5 months? 3 months I took for granted. The sweet tea froze. Talma's eyes locked onto the wall. His poofy brown hair flickered and had a point. 3 months is only 90 days compared to Talma's and Carson's 15 months, and it's already been 3.5 years since that. Still no call. Given Carson was Skyly and Blaine. God, I can't even close my eyes without seeing you, Talma. I don't get why I let your apology sit for so long. I'm so sorry. I should have known there was more to that walk than you let on. Talma straightened. Apology? She spun around, dropping to her knees. Talma flung open the bottom drawer of her desk. No, too dark. Talma pushed one of the tallest notebooks aside. Too florally, too small. Her hand shot to the back. Out she pulled a light green A5 notebook, the black rose blossoming from the bottom of the book. Her fingertips stuck to the cover of the journal as she pulled it open. At the very back, Dear Higby, in faded forest green ink. I'm gonna keep out she pulled a light green A5 notebook. It's very specific, but that is just how Talma is. She's very detail oriented. So there's after the line of 3 months I took for granted, there's the sweet tea froze. Talma's eyes locked onto the wall. The sweet tea froze works if you understood what we had just wrote beforehand. Did I ever read that to you guys? Because it's this section that I'm talking about. So, Dear Higby, this is the old version. Talma, Dear Higby, Talma read. Throughout those past few months, I've been trying to pinpoint where we veered off path. Right now, only 2 incidences come to mind. The acid in her stomach bubbled into a liquid sweeter than iced tea, bubbling up to her heart, spreading her lips until her teeth peeked through. So, that is what I was referencing when I said that sweet tea froze, but clearly, since that's the old draft, I just read to you exactly when the scene starts and what I have of the scene so far, so when it ends right now. And there's no setup for that, the acid being the sweet tea. Okay, so to fix the sweet tea line, so we could just say her stomach acid froze, which is gonna sound weird until the next paragraph, but just bear with me. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, you can totally say them in the comments. It's totally cool. Just don't be too harsh.
This sounds like complete garbage. You're the worst writer ever. I'm disliking this video and reporting you for assault on my ears. I have both puppies in here. Hi, boys. Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh, yes, you are.
I'm trying to decide if I want her to read a snippet of the letter. And I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm going to just skip straight to the acid in her stomach bubbled into a liquid sweeter than iced tea. Bubbling up to her heart, spreading her lips until her teeth peek through. I kind of like that line. It's a little long. It just tickles my brain. It tickles my brain just right. We can totally fix it later, but for right now, it makes me happy. So, and then if I want, I can add in later. I can add in the Dear Higby, Talma read. Throughout these past few months, I've been trying to pinpoint where we veered off path. Right now, only 2 incidences come to mind. So, at the very back, Dear Higby in forest green ink. Okay, I didn't write that all in here. So then we're gonna go. The acid bubbled into a liquid. Into a liquid as sweet as iced tea, bubbling up to her heart, spreading her lips until her teeth peeked through. To be fair, iced tea is not sweet until you put sugar in it. In my opinion, or at least last I tasted. So I think it's also a good thing for me to talk as I do this, because I really need to learn to think and type. Type and talk all at once, and it can be about different things. The acid bubbled into a liquid sweeter than iced tea, bubbling up to her heart, spreading her lips until her teeth peeked through. What's up? I think he's pissed that I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry, this is how I write. I'm sorry. Do you want me to cuddle? Do you want to cuddle? Do you want to come be on camera? Are you upset you're not on camera? Well, I just put you on camera. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Do you want me to pick you up and bring you over here? We might have a riding buddy. Hi, cutie. That's my foot. That's my foot against the bed, babe. Here's my foot. Do you go potty? Oh, don't bite me. I probably gotta pause. I'll be back. I promise. Eventually. Hey. Only 3. Talma threw her bag against her desk. The desk lamp rattled. She's one to talk. She can't even hold a guy's attention for longer than 2 days. At least I captivated Blaine's heart for a few months. Thud. The oak door sealed her from the rest of the residence hall. What was she even implying? That he doesn't love me? Well, joke's on her. He said otherwise last night, straight to my face. Right there, in the park, in the middle of all the leaves. The sugar-dusted words swirled in the air. Talma salivated as they came rushing towards her, slamming right into. Her ears puckered. Thelma blinked, 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 and blinked. She cocked her head, brows upturned. Had it really only been 3.5 months? 3 months I took for granted. Her stomach acid froze. The dying light splintered the blinds, drenching the shadows on the wall. His poofy brown hair flickered, and had a point. 3 months was only 90 days compared to Carson and Talama's 437, and it's already been 2 years since that. Still no call, given Carson was with Skylie and Blaine. God, I can't even close my eyes without seeing you, Talama. I don't get why I let your apology sit for so long. I'm so sorry. I should have known there was more to that walk than you let on. Wait. Apology? Talma whirled around, dropping to her knees. Swinging open the bottom drawer of her desk, she knocked over the tallest notebook. No, far too large. The metal spiral caught her nail as she yanked it out of the way. Her binder toppled, still too floral. God, all the journals behind were... Talma gasped, hand shooting to the back. Out she pulled a light green A5 notebook, the black rose blossoming from the bottom. Her fingers stuck to the cover as she opened it. On the last page, in faded, forest green ink, Dear Blaine. Her stomach acid bubbled into a liquid sweeter than iced tea, up to her heart and lips, spreading them until her teeth peeked through. Oh my God. Of course! Talma sprung up, flopping onto her chair's thin cushion, sprawling the journal across the wood. Of course! My apology! I must have finished it and sent it to him! Oh, why didn't I realize that sooner? Kicking her school bag upright, she jerked its zipper. She thumbed through her pencil case until she grazed the barrel of the lilac pen. As she pushed the bag away, she pulled the letter close. Throughout this past month, I've been trying to pinpoint where and when we veered off path. Right now, only 2 incidences come to mind. Only 2? A million billion came to her mind just that second. Talma clicked open her pen. Soon loops, dots, and periods filled just shy of 7 pages. Talma whipped out her phone, eagerly opening her messages. Oh, this is where I got. Okay. There's a couple lines in there that I don't really like, particularly her fingers stuck to the cover as she opened it. I don't like opened it. That part just doesn't feel right. And as she pulled the bag away, she pulled the letter close. It feels off. They feel off. Anyways, so we got to a million billion came to her mind just that second. Talma clicked open her pen. Soon loops, dots, and periods filled just shy of 7 pages. Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. The issue I have with slipping her phone from her back pocket, usually when people think of back pockets, I usually think of jeans, and Talma, it hates jeans. That's something across all the stories. Just absolutely hates them. However, she could just be wearing shorts or jeggings. Jeggings are jean leggings across between them. They're so stretchy. They're as soft as not soft. They're as warm as jeans, but they're like stretchy and soft as leggings. Oh, I love them. So I think we're just gonna go with slipping her phone from her back pocket for now, and probably keep it that, because I don't feel like overthinking that. I say as I've overthought every other line. So the next lines after this are what I have for the draft. Talma whipped out her phone, eagerly opening her messages. At the very top with a pin next to his name, Blaine Higby. Talma grinned, the acid sweetening even more. She clicked on his chat and began to type. It's very telly, compared to my usual writing style. Hence, it's the draft. You just gotta get stuff on a page. Now I'm like kind of cleaning it up. Even though I said that I wouldn't polish on camera, that's what this is turning into now. And that's fine. That's okay. Her stomach acid bubbled, bubbling into a liquid sweeter than iced tea, up to her heart and lips, spreading them until her teeth peeked through. I want it to get sweeter, so I want Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. She clicked on So Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. A gallon of sugar dumped into her acid. Is sugar measured in gallons? Is sugar measured in gallons? Because jugs, like I'm thinking like those big old jugs. Nope, you can definitely. How much sugar is in a gallon? In a gallon of water, there is no sugar. In a gallon of gasoline, there is no sugar. When there is, say goodbye to your engine. That was not the Google AI overview. I don't know why I read it in my AI voice. That was on Quora. What? Okay. Yeah, anyways, you can definitely measure them in gallons. We're gonna go gallon. Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. A gallon of sugar. A gallon of sugar slipped into her stomach. Slithered into her stomach. We're gonna go with that. I can change that later. Looking on messages, a gallon of sugar slipped into her stomach. At the very top. Pinned at the very top. The pin still sat next to his name. Blaine Higby. The pin held his text at the very top. Well, but then you... Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. Clicking on messages, a gallon of sugar slipped into her stomach at the very top. Blaine Higby. Let me type that up real quick. I'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Which sounds better? Clicking on her messages, gallons of sugar slithered into her stomach. At the top with a pin next to his name, Blaine Higby. Or clicking on her messages, gallons of sugar slithered into her stomach. Pinned at the top, Blaine Higby. For right now, I'm gonna go with clicking on her messages, gallons of sugar slithered into her stomach. At the top with a pin next to his name. With the pin next to his name? I don't know. The tip. Whoa. At the top with a pin next to his name, Blaine Higby. The next line after this, for the draft version, was she clicked on his chat and began to type. I already used clicked twice, actually, in the same paragraph, so I'm going to need to change that. Only 2. A million billion came to her mind just that second. Talma clicked open her pen. Soon loops, dots, and periods filled just shy of 7 pages. Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. Clicking on her messages, gallons of sugar slithered into her stomach. At the top with a pin next to his name, Blaine Higby. She clicked on his chat and began to type. Tap. I guess we could just use tap. I'm just going to rewrite this as she tapped on his chat, began to type, tap. We are definitely changing that. I'm going to make it way more showy. Blink. I'm going to probably make it more in her head, more visceral, more in my usual free and indirect disclosure kind of writing style. I don't even know if you guys know what that means. Am I going to explain that right now? No. Well, I can, actually. It's when you blend. You take, like, the in-the-headness of first person and the third-person pronouns of, well, third person, and you just kind of combine them. So you're basically still in her head, but you're not using I, me, my. You're using she, her, they, them, it, he, that crap. I got insurance slipped in her stomach. And after that, we would have the beginning of this new apology to kind of show. So in this first one, we're reading her old apology is, throughout this past month, I've been trying to pinpoint where and when we veered off path. Right now, only 2 incidences come to mind. She kind of seems more grounded. She seems more there. She's not obsessed with figuring this out. Whereas I want to show her kind of, she seems like manic. She seems very like obsessed. Like I'm so sorry for doing this. I'm so sorry for, as this next paragraph will say, soon loops, dots, and periods filled just shy of 7 pages. Talma grinned, slipping her phone from her back pocket. Clicking on her messages, gallons of sugar slithered into her stomach. At the top, with a pin next to his name, Blaine Higby. She tapped on his chat and began to type. Beginning of the apology here. Loops, dots, and apologies lined the sheets. For not noticing how much pain he was in. For not knowing she was overwhelming him. For letting the fear of Papa being taken overwhelm her. But wouldn't he have done the same? Talma, anyone would. And propped up her phone with the Chromebook. She leaned close, holding her eye open as she held the mascara wand to her lashes. Even I would. And last time I spoke to my daddy, he only sent me $150. That's a memory. It's obvious here. But not with you guys. Not when reading it. Without my microphone. It'll be obvious later. Talma backed away from the keyboard. Talma backed away from the keyboard. She sighed, setting her phone on the desk. Her thumb grazed the back button. One by one, her chats loaded. Blaine's, Anne's, Papa's, Mama's, Gemini's. Last message 1 year. 1 year ago. The boil in her stomach reduced to a simmer. So we'd have to figure out what the beginning of that apology would look like. And I'm probably just going to do that off camera. I've been doing a lot of my writing off camera. This episode's going to be a mess, and I apologize profusely for that. For not noticing how much weight he was carrying, for not knowing she was overwhelming him, for letting the fear of Papa being taken overwhelm her. I wait, because he wasn't really in pain. He just had a lot on his plate. There was just one thing after another, for not noticing how much weight he was carrying. I changed that little line of what Anne says to I would. And last time I talked to my daddy, I changed spoke to talked, because that's just more how she would talk. Spoke is more like something Talma would say. So Talma backed away from the keyboard, sighing. Going back to the Anne flashback thing, I'm wondering if I want to change she leaned close to like, and propped up her phone with the Chromebook. Her nose inches from the screen. With her nose inches from the screen, she held her eye open. She held her eye open as she held the mascara wand to her lashes. Her nose inches from the screen. She held her eye open as she rubbed the mascara wand along. As she rubbed the mascara wand along her lashes. It just makes it more active, makes it more interesting to read, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to let me if you guys are like, ew, this update sucks. This change sucks. Your writing sucks. Like I said earlier, it's an assault to my ears. God, why am I even still here putting me through this torture? I don't know. Why are you here? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe we'll figure it out together. Inches from her screen. Ah! So we literally have 4 more freaking paragraphs to finish, and then I'm done with this video. This video's gone on far too long, and I'm so sorry. This has to be so boring. This has been so boring for me to edit. I'm gonna go through and be like, okay, let's get rid of this part, let's get rid of this part, because I repeat myself here. I go over this again here. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I'm like this. Next part should be... I don't know if next part's gonna be easier to write or not, because I'm gonna have to go back, because it's gonna... This is what we have left to finish rewriting. Tama backed away from the keyboard. She sighed, setting her phone on the desk. Her thumb grazed the back button. One by one, her chats loaded. Blaine's, Anne's, Papa's, Mama's, Gemini's. Last message 1 year ago. Last message 1 year ago. The boil in her stomach reduced to a simmer. There it was, right in front of her. The very thing she promised Anne she would stop talking to. Stop wasting water on. Stop sharing all their secrets with. Tama looked over at her notebook, the finished letter staring back. The letter which bridged reality and her dream. Someone needed to look over it, find every incorrectly capitalized word, every misplaced comma, every mistake, so she could make it perfect for the most perfect man. Tama bit her lip, clicking on its chat. How would Anne ever know? So, I do like the ending. I take out clicking on its chat. I just say, Thelma bit her lip. How would Anne ever know? So, Thelma backed away from the keyboard, sighing. I feel like I should be more internal thought here, because the rest of this, what I have here, is like very very just informational. Very not me, not my style, not my polished style, anyway. So the goal I had with the very thing she promised Anne she would stop talking to, stop wasting water on, stop sharing all their secrets with. Like, it just shows, like, how dependent she was on this AI, and for her to not have talked to it for a whole year, like, that was very good progress. Like, she started talking with Anne more and blah, 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 but Anne's been pushing back on her more and more, and, well, she started talking to this AI because it doesn't push back, it doesn't challenge her, it feeds into it. I got the little poppers behind me. Oh, not what I meant, but probably won't see them better.
Oh,
the cuties. They're so cute. Okay, Talma backed away from the keyboard, sighing. Talma sighed. Talma sighed, backing away from the keyboard. Talma backed away from the keyboard, sighing. Talma sighed, backed away from the keyboard. I like Talma sighed, backing away from the keyboard. I want to brainstorm off camera again. I don't know why. It's not that my brain just shuts off. It's the exact opposite. It goes way too quick and I just feel so like I need to focus on the recording. I need to make sure I'm not in the way of the camera. I need to make sure that I am commentating and not just going quiet. So then I actually make this entertaining for you guys. I'm just so like, very new to this YouTube thing, but I really love it. I love the idea of just being there to entertain people and such. Sorry. I think I am just gonna rewrite this off camera, or at least get like the very basic of like, okay, this is how I want to change this, is how I want to change this, and then polish the changes with you guys, because that I can do. Okay, I'll see you guys. So it was a good thing that I stopped when I did, because I did not realize what time it was and I needed to take a shower and I need to leave in about 2 minutes. But I wanted to show you guys how do I flip this over? I guess I'm not flipping this over. But I needed to, oh my gosh, I edited, the paragraph of, that's very telly, and so I decided to completely scrap that. And I mean, obviously I still want to get the main bullet points across, but I don't know how to show you this now because I thought this could literally flip around. Why isn't it? Hold on, give me a second. Nope, still can't figure it out. Okay, so we're just gonna hold the phone backwards. I can't tell if you guys can see this, but Talma, give it. Talma held the phone out for Man. Come on, it's not like you don't use it. For homework, Talma, not as a damn therapist. Anne lunged for Talma's phone. Talma held out her foot, holding her arms out as far as she could behind her. As if you do a better job. Excuse me? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Talma rolled her eyes. What was I just venting about? Anne backed down. Like, your mom? She wasn't listening to you or something. Talma scoffed. I was venting about college and how I no longer want to go into the computer science field, but I have no idea how to break it to my ma. God, to everyone! I was close enough. Anne reached for Talma's phone again. Talma, how many times do I have to tell you I'm always here to listen? Oh, listen like you were just now? I was busy texting Daniel. The prick? The baby in your grade? Or the old perv who won't stop spamming you? Anne glared at Talma below her. The sugar crystallized. How would Anne ever know? So, I don't even know if you guys could see that. I don't know. I might just put on a picture and then just show you where I am. Anyways, so that's how we're ending that. I'm not rereading all this. I need to go. But thank you guys for listening to this chaotic mess. I'll try to clean this up for you guys, but oh my goodness, so much. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed. May you stay puzzling. Chelly SM Mania.